Good morning, folks. It is, I think, around 8 o'clock. Did a last minute executive decision, decided to take advantage of the warm weather and come into New York City. And my goal for today, I'm at, right now I'm at 110th Street and Broadway, which is parallel. 110th Street is where the northernmost part of Central Park. And the goal for today is to walk all the way down from 110th Street in Harlem down to Bowling Green, which is the southern tip of Manhattan. I think it's about 7.8 miles, I think, if I read correctly. This is not going to be a race. This is going to be just a stroll. I'm going to stop for lunch, see what's along the way. So we're going to do not all of Broadway because it goes up to the Bronx, but a pretty good stretch of it. So let's see how I do. Let's see how this old man can do. All right, I'll fill you in later. All right, bye-bye. Hello, folks. Okay, we have made it down to 75th Street. So it's, what's that, 35, 30, I don't know. What's 110 minus 75? 35 streets. And we are at the Beacon Theater. And guess who's in town? Tedeschi Trucks. I didn't even know they were here. So we may have to see if we can get a ticket to that. You know, the Beacon Theater, famous for many a Allman Brothers show. If you were into the Allman Brothers, you had to see him at the Beacon Theater. Classic place, and it's on 75th and Broadway, 74th and Broadway, and my hotel's on 71st Street, so I could just walk over there. So maybe we'll do a little Tedeschi Trucks tonight. Do some peeking at the Beacon. We'll see how we feel, but I think I definitely need to do that. Never been to the Beacon Theater, so we'll see how that goes. We'll talk to you later. Okay, we are on 72nd Street and Broadway now. Another little New York landmark. Maybe a touristy place, but I like it. Gray's Papaya. Cheap, good hot dogs and great papaya juice. I like it. I'm not in the mood for a hot dog right now, but maybe later on. But definitely a cool place to go to, so check it out when you're in the area. You'll like it. All right, coming on 71st Street. Gonna make a pit stop in my hotel, and then I'll be back on my journey. Okay, folks, we have made it to Columbus Circle. So 110 minus 60 is 50 streets. Hope I don't get stumped on the math today, but anyway, Columbus Circle, Trumpet National Hotel. And it's a little roundabout they got there. So we started at the at the very northern edge of Central Park in Harlem, and now we're down to around 60th Street in Central Park South. So we have walked the distance of Central Park. Actually did it pretty quickly, too quick in my opinion. I said I was gonna take my time, but I think I put it in overdrive. You know, I even did a pit stop at my hotel, so I gotta slow down the pace because I can start to feel it in my calves. It's gonna start hurting soon, so I think I'll sit down for a bit and then we'll go from there. All right, Bobby in the Borough, still alive. All right, so I don't need to tell you where we are now, but the one thing about walking Broadway is that you must pass through Times Square if you are walking Broadway. Now, fortunately, it's only 10 something in the morning on a Tuesday in March, so it's not that busy. But yeah, Times Square. It is what it is, and that's all I got to say about that. Get your M&Ms, get your Dunkies, get scammed, whatever. Have fun. And that's Times Square, or part of it. Let's move on to the next thing. All right, folks, we've made it to Madison Square Park, which is 23rd Street. So if my math is right, 110 minus 23 is 87 streets we have gone down. Making wicked time. I thought I'd be having lunch in the middle of this. I'm thinking I'm gonna probably end up doing the whole thing by lunchtime, but feel good. Taking a little break here. As you can see, we have the Flatiron building behind us. One of my favorite buildings. It's a cool, how it's the shape of a flat iron due to the space it is. But the Flatiron's fallen on hard times in recent years. I don't think they have many tenants. You got the scaffolding up there. You can't see it from here, but I did see what appear to be, I don't know if it's inspectors or construction workers up on there, so I guess that's a whole good sign. Hopefully it can return to glory, which I think they do have plans for, I think a hotel and some other things in there. So anyway, Madison Square Park. We got Shake Shack behind me. Can you see it? I can't see it. Can I? Yeah, right there. Anyway. All right. So 23 more streets, and then we get to downtown with the regularly named streets till we get to the beginning of Broadway at Bowling Green. So we're doing good. We're feeling good. Old guy can do it, I think. So all right, moving on. See you. Okay, folks, we have taken the slightest of detours off of Broadway. This is on 20th Street, East 20th Street, by literally 20 yards, 20 to 30 yards. This is the site, not the actual house, but the actual site of the, this is a replica of Teddy Roosevelt's birthplace. The original was torn down, but this is the replica. And it's not open today. I can't come inside today, but wanted to make a stop. He's my favorite Prez. Got a National Park Service truck. Yeah, but it's pretty cool. So nice little stop if you're walking Broadway. I'm not sure the exact hours. Not open today on Tuesday morning, but anyway, Teddy was here. All right, back to Broadway, which is just right there. So, Bobby on the move. Walking Astor Place and QB House. Look at it. I found out where Tom Brady lives. Is that like the worst joke ever? I think so. Soup and Berta. Famous and cozy. All right. I think I stayed in a hotel around here somewhere. I forget where though. Anyway, I just thought that joke was going to be funny. I don't think I pulled it off as good as I thought I was going to pull it off, so we move on. Getting a little giddy towards the end of this walk here at Astor Place. Well, Astor Place is actually over there, but anyway, we move on. Okay, folks, I think it's about 5 hours, maybe 5 hours and 15 minutes later. I've made it to Bowling Green, the very beginning of Broadway, the southern end of Broadway. And hey, this wasn't a bad, I got here a lot faster than I thought I would. I stopped for a little lunch, a little just a falafel roll up, and had a beer at McSorley's to break it up. But besides that, it was straight through. I took a bunch of other videos. I didn't want to keep posting them through the day. I think I may try to make one long YouTube video, or maybe make a folder with them in chronological order. I don't know, I just didn't want to sit and upload, use all, that's not the easiest thing to do, walking around.
I have a good one for you guys. Let's see.
But anyway, I'll post a bunch of them. What format? I'm going to try to see how good I can edit. But anyway, I did it. 110th Street to Bowling Green in about 5 hours and 15 minutes. Asterisk, including a beer break and a lunch break and a short trip back to the hotel to go to the bathroom. And as it was on the way, it was on 71st Street, so I went from 110th to 71st. Quick pit stop. Anyway, too much information. All right, now is off. Try to figure out for the rest of the day. I will talk to you later. Bye bye.